In what has been a month of shock results, our unbeaten run in the league has come to an end. But we are still maintaining our distance over Porto, and the Benfica truck just keeps rolling on. Let's go and kick some balls. Hello and welcome back to the Road to Glory Part 22, Season 3, here at Benfica. And as you can see from the league table, we are currently still top, and we are currently still 7 points clear of Porto. We have played 21 games and we have 58 points, but our unbeaten run has strangely come to an end. But with Porto also slipping up, it is business as usual in the league, and we remain optimistic that we can retain our title as we come in to the closing part of the season. But it wasn't such good news in the Champions League, as we were drawn against Dortmund in the round of 16, possibly one of the most difficult draws that we could have had. And we went away to Dortmund in the first leg and we were soundly beaten by 2-0. And so it was with some trepidation that we welcomed Dortmund to Benfica in the second leg. And this is what happened. And it seems a new star was born, and we had in the winter transfer window brought back Pedro Sousa from his loan, and he has taken to this team like a duck to water, and he looks like he is a fabulous player. He can play on the right wing, so which means that we would have to reverse the tactic, but he can play there perfectly well, and he can also play as an advanced forward. He has blistering pace, he's got brilliant finishing, dribbling, first touch, he's got great technique, he's got great off the ball, and he's just 21 years old, and he's been out on loan for the last couple of seasons. We brought him back because he was playing well, and he has got into this team really well, and getting 2 goals and his European Champions League debut was a fantastic start to his Benfica career, and I am expecting very, very big things from him. But before we go into what has been happening both on and off the pitch, if you are brand new to the channel and you like FM content and you love to see people suffer playing this game, then you're in the right place. So why not subscribe, like, watch, comment, help the channel to grow, help us to support the very worthwhile cause that you can see scrolling up above. And so let's have a look at what has happened on the pitch since you were last with us. And when you were last with us, you saw us beating PSV Eindhoven by 4-3, and we then followed that with a 5-0 home victory against Estoril Praia. And then we beat Porto by 3-2 in the Allianz Cup semi-final, and followed that with a 4-0 thumping away at Porto, and that really has given Porto now a mountain to climb. Against Mafra, we were fairly lucky to come away with a 2-1 victory, and then we went to Dortmund, where we were beaten 2-0 in the first leg of the European Champions League knockout playoff round. And then in the strangest result of all, we lost away at Boa Vista by 3-0, and in that game Luciano Rodriguez was sent off, which has meant that we have problems at the back now. But then we had that astonishing 6-0 victory at home to Dortmund, and we sent them home with their tails between their legs. And so that brings us to today's games, and we will be playing Braga in the league. A very, very tough fixture this, and we're going to need to be at our best without Rodriguez. And then we will play against Tondela in the first leg of the Portuguese Cup, and that is a game that we should be winning. Braga is a trickier fixture, and we will have to be at our best. And if we take a quick peek at the medical centre, we do have 4 players out at the moment. We have Budau, who is out for another 6 days to 2 weeks. Andre Gomes is still going to be out. He's not going to be available for Braga. Ruan Carlos, another winger on the right, he is going to be out for another 3 days or so he will miss the Braga game. And Jans Petaheg, who is also a right winger, he is expected to be out for 7 weeks. I think he's pretty much done for the season, although he might return for the last month or so. So we have 1, 2, 3 wingers who play on the right, all of whom are injured at the moment, and that does leave us a little bit short for today against Braga. But we will go into this game with optimism. We are in form, and we are the team to beat at the moment in the Portuguese League. I hope we can continue that form. I feel very confident. Let's go and kick some balls. And so the team for today is Alvarez in goal with Mela, Julesgaard, Morato and Bard at the back. Samu, Palacios and Zolis comes in on the right-hand side. He's moving across from the left wing. Andalakovic, Perkins and Endrick will play up top. I suddenly don't feel very optimistic about this game. I think we are a little bit short on the right-hand side now. And although this is a game that we pretty much are favourites for, I think that possibly this might not go to plan. I'm expecting them to play well, though, especially Perkins up front. Expecting a very good game for him. He has developed a very, very good relationship with our striker Endrick, and hopefully this will be good enough to see us over the line today. Braga have started the better team though, and we need to be doing better than what we're doing. They have dominated the possession and they are creating the chances as well. I think playing the low block might not be the best thing to do here. That was a good tackle, but we have been dispossessed and Braga are looking very dangerous. Good tackle and a good clearance, but we need to be very careful, and that has hit the crossbar. I don't like the way that Braga are coming at us. So what I'm going to do, I think, maybe I will go to the more attacking system and we will look to be a little bit more positive about the way we are approaching this game. Perhaps we need to close them down a little bit more. Perhaps we need to get in their face a little bit more. We can't afford to sit off them, and we have started to come into this game now by changing the system. We are playing a little bit better. And here's Andlakovic with the free kick. And it's to the far post. And Julesgaard has made it Benfica 1, Braga 0. It was a great switch. And suddenly we have become a better team than we were. And it is now Benfica 1, Braga 0. A lovely back post header by Julesgaard. Morato and Julesgaard are a very good central defending pair. We are possibly suffering a little with the absence of Rodriguez, but what a player to come in, Jules Gard. And Braga are a very good team, and we're doing extremely well now. We're taking the game to them, and we are pretty much dominating proceedings now, and it is Benfica on the ascendancy. And just by making that change to a more aggressive way of approaching the game, we have now come back into this game, and we are dominating it. And here's Palacios. He finds Jules Gard. Jules Gard finds Morato. Morato finds Bard. Bard with the ball into the box, looking for Perkins, and Perkins with a delightful chip over the goalkeeper. It's now Benfica 2, Braga 0. We have come back into this game with a vengeance, and Perkins has taken to that shadow striker role absolutely delightfully. It was a lovely run, lovely pass in field, and it's now 2-0. And Perkins is just, I thought he was a striker, but he's just suddenly found amazing form in that shadow striker role. He's taken over there from Torres and made that position his own. He's keeping Andre Gomes out of the team at the moment. And Andre Gomes is a very, very good player. And anybody who keeps Andre Gomes out of the team must be in form at the moment. And here is Bard. Bard, poor pass, but he has collected it again. It is all Benfica at the moment, and if we can get a third before half-time, I'll be very pleased indeed. Morato finds Jules Gard. Jules Gard looking for Samu, Palacios, and Lakovic into Endrick. Endrick's in. He doesn't miss those. It's Benfica 3, Braga 0. We've put them away, and that was just that little change. I felt that possibly the low block, which has been used against teams similar or better than us, I felt that it wasn't working, so I decided let's switch it before Braga score. It was the right decision, and we have put Braga away now. It's Benfica 3, Braga 0. As we come up to half-time, Braga are very, very tired, and we should keep this pressure up now and really put them to bed. And well done, really well done, boys. And I just want them to keep going now. I just want them to keep putting this pressure on Braga and really go into town. They are struggling for fitness. If we can keep the pressure up on them, and well done, Zolis. Zolis steals the ball, finds Mela. Zolis down the line to Perkins. Perkins, can he look inside? He's looking inside. He finds Zolis. Zolis to Palacios, and that ball goes over the crossbar, and it remains 3-0. And we're totally dominating procedures now. We haven't had the possession that I would have liked, but we are creating chance after chance. Looking at the Braga team, their right back is extremely tired, and I'm guessing that he will be substituted very shortly. What I might do is instruct our team to play down the left until they take off the fullback. He's very, very tired. They are moving players around. I think now, though, it's time to make some changes. And so we have made some changes, and we're trying to put the pressure on Porto even more. We've made a couple of changes up front so that we can rest a couple of players. We're resting Endrick and Perkins, and we brought on Sanramat and Pedro Sousa, a young lad who's taken to this game like a duck to water. However, it is Braga on the offensive here, and although we are doing particularly well, they do have a chance, and they have scored, have they? It has hit both posts, and Andre Fernandez is going to clear the ball. And I think possibly let's replace Samu now with Pintos. We just need to see this game out now. It's Benfica 3, Braga 0. And if we can just see this game out, that will extend our lead at the top of the league over Porto. and Porto have a mountain to climb here. Even off Frank's Andre Fernandez. Palacios with the ball through to Andlakovic. Can he find Sousa? There is Sousa, and it has gone in, and it is Sanramat who's made it Benfica 4, Braga 0. Unfortunately, Sousa, I think it would have been a penalty had we not scored. Sousa was taken out in the penalty area. Andlakovic's ball in was so deadly. I think Sousa was taking him out. But Sanramat, following up, has made it Benfica 4, Braga 0. Can you believe this? We've really destroyed Braga's any title hopes that Braga had are now gone. But they are coming forward. They are looking to score. Brilliant tackle by Schulsgaard. But I think it's going to be a penalty. And I'm not quite sure that was a penalty. If you look at the direction the ball went, I think he played the ball. But we haven't given away a penalty in a while, so a penalty at 4-0 up is not a big deal. But it's no penalty. I thought it was a good tackle. The direction of the ball showed me that it was a good tackle. And it's still Braga, though, with the next highlight. They've come back into the game in the last 5 minutes or so. Maybe our substitutions are not the greatest players in the world and we're allowing them back in. And they are playing it around nicely. We just need to just keep our shape now. Hold on to this. I'm going back to a more balanced approach. I would like to keep a clean sheet and hopefully see this game out. And I don't want to give away a silly goal at the end of the match. We are now slowing the game down. And looking for Sousa. Sousa can't flick it on. And I'm not quite sure what's happened there. I think it's a free kick. I think Sousa was fouled again. And they are obviously aware of that boy's talent. And they are watching him very closely. Andlakovic with the free kick. It's to the far post. It's headed away. And it comes to nothing. And the final result is Benfica 4, Braga 0. What an absolutely sensational victory. It was a very good win for us. I decided to make that change from the low block to a high press very early on. I just had a funny feeling that it wasn't working out right, and it worked. And now with that 4-0 win, we have stretched our lead over Porto to 10 points. Porto do have a game in hand, though. But if we look at the goal difference, we are 22 goals better off than Porto, and that is a huge difference. And so we have beaten Braga, we have hammered them, and now we have another game to get ready for. We have to go and prepare for the game in the first leg of the cup against Tondela, and should we win this comfortably, we'll have 1 foot in the final of the Portuguese Cup. And the other semi-final is between Académica Coimbra against Famalicão, and that would mean that we should probably be playing Famalicão in the final of the Portuguese Cup, and that's a game we definitely should be winning. So let's go and get these boys ready for the first leg. We'll be right back. And so the team for today against Tondela in the first leg of the semi-final of the Portuguese Cup is Alvarez in goal with Schulsgaard, Rodriguez, Morato and Bard at the back. Andre Gomes, Palacios, Zolis in midfield, with Endrick, Perkins and Pedro Sousa will play up front. And so we have decided to give Sousa a run out today. With the Champions League coming up, I want to give some players a rest. We've rested Samu, and I had a tough decision to make whether or not to play Endrick. And yeah, I'm happy to play him. He seems to be going on and on and on. He's relentless, and we need Endrick on the pitch. And it is Tondela to get the game underway. We have to be very, very careful. We never traditionally do very well in the first leg of this competition in the semi-final. And we've always seemed to struggle. And I think we did struggle once against Tondela, where we drew 0-0 in the first leg. but comfortably beat them in the second. But I'm hoping for a better performance than that today, as a long ball by Alvarez finds Zollis. Zollis looking to cut inside, and he's beaten his man. Zollis coming inside. Lovely pass inside, and Sousa has put it away. Was he offside? It's being checked for offside. I got a funny feeling he was onside. Sousa is some player, I think. He's going to be a very, very good player. The goal is awarded. Sousa has put us ahead. It was brilliant play by Zollis. He took out 3 players from the game there. Beautiful pass, and Sousa on the turn. He's made it 1-0 to Benfica, and that has justified my decision to give him a game today. We need to give him game time, this boy. As the season comes to a close, we need to give him game time. He is going to be a very, very good player, and we need to develop him on the pitch. And I think that when we are playing lesser opposition, he will be starting a lot more games. We found players like him before. We found Gomes, we found Andre Fernandez, and now we have found Sousa, who looks an absolutely brilliant player of the future. 21 years old. Want to try and keep hold of him. Long ball up the field. We need to be winning these balls. We're not. He's miles offside, referee. Surely that was offside. But it's good save by Alvarez, and it's gone behind for a corner. It remains Tondela 0, Benfica 1. We're not doing as well possession-wise as I would like. And there's only been that one opportunity that we've created, and we've scored from it though, and there's another chance for Tondela, and it goes over the crossbar. They are giving us a bit of a game here, and we do need to be careful. And although we're a goal up, we are certainly far from safe in this first leg. Nice claim by Alvarez. He has done very well in his first season as the first choice goalkeeper. He's waited patiently, and then when Grbic left in the summer, he's taken his chance. And although we do have a free kick, I'm still not too happy that we're dominating this game. Andre Gomes will take this free kick. Can we make it 2-0 here? It's Gomes. Gomes has scored. It is Tondela 0. Benfica 2, a lovely free kick, and it's nice to have Andre Gomes back in the team after his injury, and we hopefully will get back to being a full-strength squad within the next couple of weeks. And I don't think Jans Peter Haig, though, is going to be part of that, but apart from that, we should get back to full strength in the next couple of weeks and hopefully remain that way. We do have Champions League football coming up, and that will be against Liverpool, and we'll really need to be at our top level best if we're to get anything out of that. Liverpool, who are currently top of the Premier League, and that will be some occasion. It's the first time since I've been at Benfica that we will have reached the last 16 of the competition. We normally lose in the playoffs, but this year we've gone one better. Can we beat Liverpool? Who knows? But at the moment, we need to focus still on this $10 Tondela game. $10, is that all they're worth? And we are winning 2-0. Tondela made a good start, and here's Sousa in space, and Pedro Sousa has made it 3-0. This boy could be as good as Endrick one day. What a strike. He's now got his second goal of the game. And who knows, he might get a start against Liverpool as well. He certainly will be on the bench. Lovely ball from Perkins. And Sousa just put it away like he was an expert and not a young kid. What a player we've got there. And he was playing extremely well for his loan club. And I just thought, let's bring him back. Let's see what he can do for Benfica, and we'll play him against lower opposition, and hopefully he will do good work for us. And he has done more than that. He is impressing me, and I am very, very pleased to see him on the score sheet here today. Corner to the near post, headed over by Morato, and it remains Tondela 0, Benfica 3. I pretty much think this semi-final tie is over now. And yeah, we've had a lot of shots. Tondela started the game the better side. They came at us very strong at the beginning. We rode it out, and we rode the storm, and we've come back into it now, and we're absolutely hammering them. And there's a long throw up the wing, and it's well done by Julgard. Julgard finds Zolis, Palacios with a long ball. He's looking for Sousa. Sousa's in space. Sousa has just stroked it home without any effort whatsoever. Where is the goalkeeper going? They are checking to see if it was offside. It has been disallowed. The goalkeeper's protests paid off. But what a pass by Palacios. And he was just a hair's breadth offside. But the calmness with which he put it away. What a player. And he was denied his hat-trick. And it's still Tondela 0, Benfica 3. We just keep marching on. What a team this Benfica team is at the moment. If we can keep this squad together, add another couple of players, really good players for next season, we'll be in good shape. And after this highlight, I think it will be time to make some changes. Zolis with the far post corner, and Marato has made it 4-0. I think we can say bye-bye to Tondela. Their cup run is over for this season, and we have beaten them absolutely easily. We have hammered them, and it is Tondela 0, Benfica 4. And what a game it's been. Time to make some changes. And so we have rested now a couple of players, and we should be able to see this game out quite comfortably. It remains Tondela 0, Benfica 4. We do have a throw, and it's Andlakovic, Palacios. Here's Marato. Marato looking inside, dribbling forward, and here's Andre Gomes. He finds Rodriguez to Wormlington, who's just come on, and here is Andre Gomes again. He loves playing that DLP role, and over the top to Zolis, but unfortunately Zolis can't get onto the end of it, and it's collected by the goalkeeper. And Tondela really need to do something to get back into this game, but they don't look capable of doing it. Andre Fernandez, beautiful control on the chest. He is such a good player. He's only rated by the coaches as a 2-star. I rate him a lot higher than that. And here is Zolis. Zolis looking to go down the right. Can he get the cross into the box? He turns. Finds Andre Gomes. Andre Gomes, back heel, Wormlington. Sanramat to Palacios. Palacios has made it 5-0. What a team goal. What a lovely passing move. Andre Gomes very much at the heart of it. And it is now Tondela 0, Benfica 5. And really, we've pretty much dominated this game. Beautiful passing. Sanramat's ball to Palacios on the edge of the box, and he just stroked it in. The goalkeeper had very little chance. Accuracy rather than power. It's now Tondela 0, Benfica 5. Famalicão are winning in the other semi-final first leg and should progress to the final, and it should be now Benfica against Famalicão in the Portuguese Cup final. And as we come to the end of this game, we are going to go to... we are actually playing in the low block, so that's why our players are not tiring so much. And I thought we were playing with the high press, but we're actually playing with the low block, and it's paid off. And here is Andlakovic trying to go up the wing, and that's a poor pass, but it is collected by Palacios. Here's Andre Fernandez over the top to Andlakovic, who's made it 6-0, and Tondela have been buried, but again, they are checking for offside. I am so pleased with the boys who have come into this team. Andlakovic, Pintos, and now Pedro Sousa. They have all done remarkably well since coming in the winter. We're putting together a nice squad, putting together a very, very good team. It's a shame that Benfica does have this financial problem. Tondela are exhausted now. We are getting pretty tired. It is full time. It's Tondela 0, Benfica 5. We have done the job in the first leg of the semi-final. You can't ask for more than that. It was a brilliant performance, and we should be playing Famalicão if all goes to plan in the final of the Portuguese Cup. And so, a very good episode today, and we have won both our games. We have beaten Braga in the league by 4-0, and we have followed that with a 5-0 thumping of Tondela. And everything looks on course this season. We do have some very big games coming up. We have Liverpool coming up in the Champions League in the round of 16. Can we get to the quarterfinals? Who knows? We will come back for the second leg of the Champions League against Liverpool, where we will be at Anfield, and we will follow that in the next episode with an away trip to Vizela. And that's it for this episode. If you are brand new to the channel and you like FM content and you love to see people suffer playing this game, you're in the right place. So why not subscribe, like, watch, comment, help the channel to grow, help us to support the very, very good stuff that you can see scrolling up above. And I am a very content manager, even though we have lost our unbeaten record in the league. We are doing extremely well, and we are building a very, very good team here. And so, from a very content Benfica club, we will see you all in the next episode.